Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Let's Play episode by Darkling. I am not Darkling. My name is Parker, and I am with the WWPD Fellowship. I am joined today only by one other compatriot, and that's Chris, aka Darkling.
Hello. Yeah, I don't do the intros for my videos that are out of sequence, is what we're going to call them, because they're in sequence if we're doing the, what was it, Heirs of Numenor series?
Yeah.
Or whatever the alternative name for Heirs of Numenor is.
So good. I think it's Against the Shadow.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. So today we have one of the better quests from the Mirkwood cycle, one that still holds up despite the expanded card pool, and that is Conflict at the Carrock. Basically, it's a boss fight. We're going to have to face a bunch of trolls in this quest, and as a kind of little special. This is kind of a special episode because I happen to be playing with some cards that are yet to be released. But thanks to the magic of Octagon and spoilers, we are able to bring them to life a little bit early.
Yep, we're able to make it work just
Yep.
so perfectly. Is your threat correct? Because I don't know if they replaced...
I did.
Okay,
Yep.
you modified it.
I corrected it. Yep.
Okay, cool. Yep, and I'm actually playing with a brand new deck that I just purpose-built as well, and it's a Trisphere Elf deck. So it is kind of ridiculous, to say the least. So we'll have to see if I can make it work.
I'm also having a little bit of fun with Trisphere, and today I'm playing with a yet-to-be-released hero version of Galadriel. So, Chris, if you want to just scroll over her card so people can see.
I have it highlighted right now.
Sure.
What is that coming out of? What is the deck?
That's going to be the next adventure pack. It's called Nin in Eilf. It'll be the next adventure pack in the Voice of Isengard Ringmaker cycle.
Gotcha. So Galadriel cannot quest, attack, or defend, and allies you control do not exhaust to commit to the quest during the round they enter play. That's impressive.
Yeah,
And you
okay.
can exhaust her to choose a player. That player reduces their threat by one and draws one card. That's also not bad.
So basically, she can. My deck's going to be a little different, but in a standard deck, she could conceivably keep you from ever having to raise your threat, provided there were no doomed effects or you never failed a quest. Because you raise your threat at the end of every turn,
Yep.
but she could effectively cancel that.
Which is
So,
pretty awesome. It can keep you at parity.
oh yeah.
Awesome. All right, well, shall we get rolling? Want to do the introduction for the quest? My card is super tiny here trying to read it.
Yeah, sure. So, well, first things first, we have to set up the encounter deck. So
Okay.
we have to put 2 copies of Sacked in, 1 per player, so 2.
Okay.
Sacked is a very bad card. It effectively will sideline one of our heroes until we're able to kill a troll. And there's a nasty treachery in this deck that kills sacked characters outright.
Yikes.
So we want to avoid that like the plague.
Got it.
So I will shuffle that. I'm going to discard these other 2. And these trolls, or actually I'll add them to the victory display just so they don't ever get shuffled back in.
You got it.
And then these 4 nasty trolls are set aside out of play.
Gotcha. Until they come in because of quests.
Right. Okay, so I will go ahead and read the conflicts card here. While searching for Gollum in the Anduin Valley, you receive word that a group of trolls have come to the Carrock. Then it asks you to set up the quest, as I just have. I'll flip the card. There we go. As this area is under the watch of the Beornings, you seek out their leader, Grimbeorn the Old, and discover that he has already set out in a rage. You follow, hoping to find him before he confronts the trolls. Now, what that means is there's an ally hidden in the encounter deck called Grimbeorn,
Uh-huh.
who, if we manage to pay enough resources for him, can come in and help us out with these trolls.
Gotcha. Conveniently not the same Beorn I have in my deck.
No, different Beorn.
Good news.
So, Chris, just so you know, the basic strategy for this one is we want to quest slowly to build up a bit of an army
Okay.
before we have to face these trolls. Otherwise, we're going to get clobbered.
You got it. Okay. This deck kind of can do that, so we'll see if I can make it work.
Yeah, well, we just have to. We don't have to quest that hard.
Yep.
Really, is what I'm saying.
Oh, so briefly, since this is a brand new deck, is everything set up and good to go?
Yeah, we're all set.
Okay, so I have Elrond, who obviously is, Agent Smith in the movies. So he's great because he allows me to play resources from him for basically any ally, regardless of color. And if I have a healer, he'll do an additional heal on them. He's basically my go-to defender and a backup quester. Then I have Legolas, who's my primary attacker. He's ranged, meaning I can attack people who are not engaged with me as long as they're engaged, period, not anyone in the staging area. And he also, every time he destroys an enemy, he places 2 progress on the current quest, which is awesome. He's my primary attacker. Then I have Glorfindel, who is my primary quester and secondary attacker, but every time I exhaust him to commit to a quest, I raise his threat by 1. So it sucks, but it's not bad because I start at a lower threat rate. Okay, so that does it for me. We already explained Galadriel. Boromir over here, everybody knows who Boromir is.
Yep, tactics board there.
Sean Bean, he dies in everything he plays.
And then I also have Celeborn. Figured it was very thematic, pairing Celeborn with Galadriel, and they both counseled Boromir during the Fellowship's journey through Lorien. So I consider myself a bit of a slave to theme, so I'm glad that I was able to make this work.
Gotcha. And I more or less am a
You're Elven. That's
Elven theme.
Yep.
Best way I can put it. I can't really think of any other way.
Nothing wrong with that. All right, shall we go ahead?
Yep, I'm ready when you are.
All right, Control N.
Let's get this party started here. Ooh.
Boom. Okay. All right. So, first things first, I am going to put Gondorian Fire on Boromir.
Okay.
There's no way to shift these resources over, so I'm going to take 1 resource off of Boromir to play Vassal of the Windlord.
Okay.
1 resource off of Galadriel to give her her ring, Nenya.
Yep.
If you want to go ahead and scroll over that.
Yep.
So you guys will remember that Galadriel could not quest, attack, or defend. That's why it's very important, and in fact I mulliganed so I could get this card. It's important to get her ring out, and it says exhaust Nenya and Galadriel to add her willpower to another character's willpower until the end of the phase.
In addition, she gains a resource that he does not currently have. So now he's technically quad core.
I could.
If you built your deck so way.
Yeah, I did not this round.
Now, is Nenya one of the 3 rings, or no?
It's one of the Elven rings of power.
Okay, not one of the 3 rings, though. Or no, it is.
Yeah,
okay.
It's one of the 3 rings that were gifted to the elves.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm going to backtrack real quick here. I'm going to use Boromir's resource to pay for Nenya, and I'm going to use Galadriel's to bring out Sylvan Refugee.
Okay.
Who, because of Celeborn, is questing for 3 this round.
You got it. Okay, that makes more sense. Pulling back the eagle. Okay.
Yeah, just don't need it yet.
Well, I shall. Are you done?
Yep, I'm done.
I shall pay 1 off of Elrond and Legolas to play the mightier of the Elven Rings. Play Vilya, which allows me to not only have Elrond count as having, Spirit for everything, but now I can exhaust both him and the ring and immediately pull a card and put it into play. So that'll be super important later. So that'll cost 1 off of him and 1 off of him. And I'm going to keep Glorfindel active, his resource active, as a backup for a certain card to cancel a certain bad thing.
Excellent.
All right, so I believe I am ready.
All right, I'm going to quest again. Because of Galadriel, Sylvan Refugee does not have to exhaust. Because of Celeborn, she's questing for an additional 1 this round. So she's in for 3, and I'm going to throw Celeborn in for another 3. Now, there is, like I said, we want to quest pretty slow.
Yeah, because there's already one out
Yeah.
there for 2.
Yeah, there's 2 out there.
I can not quest this turn, or I can quest with Glorfindel. Take your pick.
That's not a bad idea to hold back.
Okay, I'll hold off because
Yep.
if you really had to, you could exhaust
Correct,
Galadriel before it ends.
Right, because it is a quest action which would happen before quest resolution.
Correct.
So.
Just to pump it up that much more if worse came to worse. Okay, I'm good with this.
Alrighty, so here we go. First card.
Another location.
Okay. Just by the way, you do have Asphaleth somewhere in your deck, right?
What do you think?
Alright, good. Just checking. I know you're a newer player. Just checking. Alright, so next card. And that's what we did not want to see.
Well, I conveniently have a way to cancel that if need be.
Hang on a second. These
cannot be canceled. Never mind.
The burning effect cannot be canceled. Or the burning effect can be canceled. This cannot be. So it's got to go on somebody with the first player.
That's you.
Yeah, you know what? Right now, I think Celeborn is going to have to... actually, no, fuck. Shit, can't be Celeborn.
Well, what's your options here? Because he's already... Cannot be canceled.
Yeah, that stinks.
Cannot attack, defend, or commit to the quest, or collect resources. Why couldn't it go to Celeborn? Why would that be bad?
Nah, just because I have the Steward in my hand and I want to play it next round.
Womp womp. I guess you could put it on Galadriel. Be your only other option.
I think it's gonna have to go on Celeborn.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Celeborn is sacked. All right. But we beat the quest by 3.
Yep.
All right, and it says cannot collect resources.
Yeah,
correct?
so just remember you'll have to remove this resource each time.
Yep. Okay. When faced, and then we have the travel phase, the East Bite. When faced with the option to travel, the players must travel to East Bite if there is no active location.
Yep.
So we have to do that. Frankly, that kind of helps us. Again, it slows down our...
exactly. It works out for us.
Yeah, it works out okay. Okie dokie. There are no enemies to fight yet, so I say we control... Or actually, no, you know what? I'm going to do Galadriel. So I'll lower my threat by 1 and draw a card. Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and use my ring to draw and play a card immediately. Which is going to be, hey look, a Sylvan Refugee.
Sweet.
Alright, control in.
Control in.
And remember to take your 1 resource off.
Yeah.
Haha! Awesome. I got a certain Henamarth character.
Nice.
Oh, right. Chump blockers extraordinaire.
And you are first player.
Okay, so let's see, who do I want to bring out? I shall bring out, well, I can play that whenever, and now that I have that, I can play it off him. So, man, I have a lot of green cards. I just realized this. This is a terrible idea. Well, I'm going to go ahead and play 1 off of Glorfindel to play my Sylvan Refugee, because now I have 2 for no reason. And just because I can, I'm going to play 1 off of Elrond to play Henamarth River Song.
Okay, now note, Henamarth and that Sylvan Refugee you played this round are getting their stats buffed because of Celeborn.
Oh, because he helps every Sylvan.
Yeah. Now,
excellent.
It doesn't say... Now, that sacked effect, Celeborn's... It doesn't say, like, his text box is blank. He can't do anything, but he can still buff these allies as they come in.
Makes sense to me.
Yep.
Okay, and that's all I'm going to play, because, again, I'm hanging on to 1 as a bad stuff can happen card.
Now it says attached hero cannot attack, defend, commit to a quest, trigger its effect, or collect resources, but it doesn't say I can't spend the
Yeah, I would imagine
resources.
you can still spend.
Okay, so boop, boop. I'm going to bring out Envoy of Pelargir. I'm going to give that resource over to Boromir, and then immediately take it away and bring out a Gondorian Spearman.
Excellent.
Okay.
Our Sylvan
Uh,
refugees are going to be fleeing here momentarily.
oh, if he does, yeah. Well,
We each have a bunch of chump blockers, but that's what they're there for.
yep. Okay.
Alright, I can super quest, by the way, thanks to all these Sylvan
Well, remember, we
refugees.
don't want to.
I
We
know,
don't
that's the
want to.
problem.
Oh. Okay. All right, I'm done. I have nothing else to do.
Yep, I guess we go into questing phase. I can quest with just a refugee, I suppose, because he's already getting the buff.
Yeah.
Might as well quest with one refugee. Makes sense, too.
All right. So if I just go in with, if
Should
go
I
in with
look
my
at the top of the deck yet with River Song, or no?
you haven't yet, but you can.
Should I? When
Yeah,
is
why
the
not?
best opportunity to use that card?
Uh, I mean, really that card is awesome in solo play. It gets less effective in multiplayer, but generally, before the quest phase is the time to look at it, so you can kind of plan the rest of the turn.
Okay. I might as well do it then. I'll burn him
All
to
right.
quickly look.
All right. So I'll tell you. I'll just tell you what it is since I'm controlling the.
I was gonna say if you just want to display it
Deck.
because we're gonna be using it anyway.
All right. It's the Gladden Fields location.
Okay. Well, nothing we can do about that, but it's going to be
Yep.
additional. So are we questing enough is the question.
All right. So I'm in for 2. You're in for 3 so far with that
Yep.
refugee.
And we're
So
going to see 2 out there.
that's
This is bringing out
5.
5, so we're...
My Envoy of Pelargir can go in for another 1 without even having to exhaust per Galadriel's ability.
Alright. You want me to bring in my refugee, my second refugee, just to make some progress, and also as backup?
Yeah, sure. So why don't
Okay.
you go in for 5? I'm in for 3. Okay.
Okay. Then we're
So
good to go.
quest phase. First card revealed was the one that Henemarth scried, which is Gladden Fields.
Yep.
Now the next card
It's
is
a
a
Muck Adder.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So we make 1 progress.
Just 1? That sucks.
Yeah. Do
Good
we
thing
want...
I added in
Yeah.
more stuff here.
Let me think.
I was gonna say, you sure you don't want your
I'll go ahead and Galadriel and Nenya. This one.
just to add more
Well,
progress?
Yeah, so we'll pump it up.
Okay.
I just don't want to get location locked.
Yep, I agree.
So, okay. Now we are going to have to deal with this Muck Adder, and it is nasty.
Only if he damages a character.
Right. So, I mean, Elrond.
I was gonna say,
Even
if
if-
you can block with Boromir, I can kill it with Legolas, and then
Yeah, but if there's a shadow card that does
Oh, yeah.
+1 attack, Boromir will die.
then do you want to have Gondorian Spearman block it, and we just lose our refugees?
I would lose my spearmen and the refugees. I'm thinking Elrond can take this.
Okay. Sounds like a plan to me then.
Yeah. Okay. So we can't travel. Well, we're traveling is past. So we're engaging. You're taking that. And actually, if Legolas and Glorfindel both kill this guy, that'll get rid of the East Bite. So that's good.
Yep. Alright, so defending with Elrond. And
no,
nothing.
no shadow. Although, unfortunately, that is a nice location.
Yeah, and I lose the ability for
Yeah.
Elrond, but not a big deal. Okay, so...
Well, you already did it this round, didn't you?
No.
Oh, no, you did it
End of
last
last.
round. That's right. Yeah.
Alright, so attacking and attacking should kill
it. Okay, so that'll trigger Legolas's ability.
Yep.
Okay. So we're progressing a little quickly
Not too bad, though.
on the quest, but yeah. All right.
Believe that's it. I can't do my ability.
Yeah, I can't do mine now because I had to bump us up a little bit.
All right.
Alrighty. Control N.
Yep. You're a first player. Oh, yes. Got what I needed. But I can't play it yet.
Okay. Okay, and Celeborn does not collect anything. Um,
All right, so these guys, they lose their
I'm gonna
progress.
go ahead and bring out a Vassal of the Windlord.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we're building an army.
Yeah, it's good. Um,
I
that's all I'm,
cannot play
that's all I'm gonna
anything
do.
yet.
Okay. I have nothing else, so
All right, to the quest.
okay.
There
I have
is 5 out there. I'm going to go ahead
yeah,
and hit Hinamarth to show us what the next one is if we just want to play it kind of
yep, sure.
below.
Yep. Look at top one. Okay.
I was going
It
to say,
is
just
it.
play it out.
Yeah, I'll just leave it below there.
Okay, so it's going to add 2
Yeah. All
on
right.
the staging
So
area for each troll enemy in play, which we don't see any trolls yet. So we're still good
yeah.
there. So we're looking at a total of, what, 7 out there? So you're first player, so you...
Yeah. So is that how much would that be? That would be 3. Right. So we're looking at 7 right off the bat with Henemarth's scrying. Um, I want to save Galadriel if possible. How much can you go in for?
I can go in for 4 with the refugees, and I can go in for an additional 3 with Glorfindel. So I can go in for 7.
Probably not a bad idea. God damn, I'm missing Celeborn right now.
Sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you will have to raise your threat by 1.
I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
Is that what we want to do?
Yep, I think that's what we want to do.
Alright, so I'm in for 7, and then I have to increase my threat by 1. Not a big deal.
Yep. Okay, so we're in for 10 total. There's about to be 7 out there.
Alright, so...
Yeah, I guess we just gotta do it.
Well, worst comes to
Okay.
worst, you can always use Galadriel.
You know, I'm worried about us progressing too quickly, honestly.
Well, what we have out here is going to probably
Yeah.
work out just fine.
All right, so here's the River Langflood, which was revealed via Henemarth's scrying, and here's the second encounter card.
Perfect.
Okay.
That hurts.
Yeah, that hurts a little bit. So what's out there? There's 12 total.
And we're
we were-
in for
We were in
10.
for 10.
And then if you use her
We're gonna progress.
to the next phase,
Yeah.
because she only has 4, I thought. Yeah, so we'll be 1 shy of
Oh, we'll,
completing that.
we'll be 1 shy.
Yeah, I'd rather do that. Be 1
Yeah,
shy.
All right, then let's go ahead and do that. Okay.
Now we're gonna have to leave the wasteland out there because if Legolas ever attacks, we'll blow right through it.
Yeah. So hang on. We make 2 progress.
Wait a minute. Oh, basically, if you travel to it, it automatically ends.
Right.
So we're better off leaving it out there until I can get Asphalloth.
Well, do you have Asphalloth in your hand by
No,
chance?
I do
No?
not.
Okay. Let me see this. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I'd almost rather
6,
travel
7,
to the
12.
Carrock.
We can't accept via quest card
Oh, okay.
effects.
Oh, yep, I see it.
Um,
Marshlands, or not rather marshlands, the Gladden Fields, perhaps.
Raise our threat by an additional point.
Which is
River
fine now
Langflood.
early on.
Brownlands.
Because you have threat mitigation. In my hand, I have a way to reduce my threat, so I'll be fine.
Yeah, I just don't want to have to keep. I'd say, why don't you want to travel to the Brown Lands?
Brown lands are where?
They're the one all the
Because it
way on the.
automatically completes itself.
Yeah.
So we
Well,
basically need to really watch how much we quest.
yeah, but we're able to manage that,
That's
and
true.
just I
Okay.
just think that if we leave the Brown Lands out there, that guarantees having to go in with
Heavier
Pelargir
than we need
Lendenya.
to. Yep. Okay, I'm
So,
cool with it then.
all right, so that automatically places a progress token on it.
And we complete that
Okay,
location.
and that actually completes our turn because there are no enemies in play.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and use Elrond then.
Okay,
And I'll bring out this card, which is Asphalloth.
wait, you could trigger that now if you wanted.
I actually can. So he's
Um,
gonna attach to Glorfindel, and I'm gonna automatically trigger Asphalloth and go ahead and pop off. I don't know, whichever one you want. Doesn't matter.
Probably Gladden Fields. And then
Sure.
we can Gladden Fields that during quest resolution also next turn, or
Yep.
we can Asphalloth it
Yep.
next turn. All right.
Oh, that
So
worked out perfectly.
yep. So let's
GG Asphalloth.
let's control N.
Beautiful.
Just not getting what I need.
All right, I'm getting some stuff here that's useful. All right, so first things first, paying 2 off of Elrond to play the Burning Brand on
Sweet.
Elrond,
Nice.
making him the bossest of boss defenders. Because
Definitely.
now, because of that card, I ignore shadow effects,
Totally.
which is by far the most amazing thing ever. And
Uh,
I still gotta hang on to the other stuff. I can't play them yet.
I have nothing to play.
Okay, well that made that easy.
Yep.
Okay, well, on to questing. I'll go ahead and expend Hinamarth, so if you want to move out
Yep.
one so we can see what it is.
Okay. It is a enemy. It's the Misty Mountain Goblins.
Okay, and there are 2 in addition to the 4 that's going to be out there. So we're looking at 6 total. I'm not counting the Gladden Fields because we're going to quest right past that with Asphalloth.
Asphalloth, most likely. Yep.
Okay, so minimum we're going to see is 0. Most are going to see is 3. Is out there is 6. I can quest with my refugees for 4 if you want to chuck your refugee for 6. And then you're doing 1 on your envoy as well for
Yeah. So
7.
I'm in for 3. You're in for
4.
4.
And I have a card that can add +1 if worse comes to worse.
All right.
But again, this
So
might
what's out there?
quest us past this.
Yeah.
All right, let me go ahead and Asphalloth the Gladden Fields.
Okay. Normally we would wait, but I don't think we're gonna get a worse location.
Yep.
So famous last words, but whatever.
Yeah, well, is what it is.
So there's 4, and
All
then
right,
there will
we're
be
we're 1
6.
over the current.
Yeah.
Are we sure we want to do that? Yes,
I'm
yes.
I'm okay with taking the threat hit if you are.
Yep. Well, I can also mitigate it a bit, but I'm good. Okay.
Okay. I think that's
I'm just
fine.
worried that we're going to get a card that's going to be treachery, and we're just going to progress.
Yeah, same here. So you want me to not go in with my envoy? You want me to just go in for 2?
Hmm.
I'm fine. I'm
Yeah,
fine with
yeah,
doing that.
yeah. Let's do that.
I can take the threat hit all day.
Yep.
So, all right. So first encounter card revealed as per Henemarth's scrying is the Misty Mountain Goblins for 2 threat. And when it attacks, we'll remove a progress token. Nice.
Beautiful. So that's kind of what we want.
Yeah. So here we go. Next encounter card is another
Called it.
set.
Called
Okay.
it. Called it.
All right.
Okay.
So you have to decide who you want to put this on.
That's such a tough one, isn't it? I might. Who would I be better to put it on? Probably Legolas, because he's not doing a whole hell of a lot right now.
Probably Legolas.
All right, I'll take control of it and put it
Yeah,
on.
you'll take control.
I'll put it on Legolas.
Okay.
Sorry, Legolas. Now I'm gonna have to manage his resources.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I can take the goblins in this one round. So.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
So we are at parity, basically, right?
Oh yeah. So do we want to travel?
Um, yes, if for no other
Yeah.
reason than it eats up more.
Yep.
And I can
So I
always
said,
ask Floth out of it.
yeah. All right. So we'll go to River Langflood. Okay.
Alright, and when traveling or while in this, we didn't have any trolls, did we?
No.
No. Okay, we're
Okay.
good.
So I'll optionally engage the Misty Mountain Goblins.
Removes one progress.
Well, when it attacks. So, all right. So I'm defending with Boromir. This guy will attack. Whoop. Not what I meant to do. There we go. Removes one progress. And the shadow is. If attacking enemy is a troll, remove 2 damage tokens from it. It is not.
Yep,
It
don't
is a
care.
puny little goblin sneak. So Boromir takes no damage. I will then raise my threat by 1 to ready Boromir, and the envoy and Boromir will swing in to kill the goblins.
That works.
Okay. I will now use
I like how
Galadriel's
the
ability.
envoy, by the way, looks like she's coming out of a barrel.
Right. She does. I will now use Galadriel's effect to lower my threat by 1 and draw a card. Just not getting what I need.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use Elrond to bring out a card, and it is Gandalf!
Oof. Nice.
But at the end of at the end of your refresh phase, when is my refresh phase?
It's the one we're kind of in right now.
Crap. So I have to raise my threat by 2 to keep him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, should I keep him or should I toss him?
If he goes away, all of our refugees are going to leave.
Oh crap. Okay, I can sustain it for a little while.
All right. I do have a card in my deck that removes conditions, so hopefully that comes up sooner rather than later.
Yep, I agree.
All right.
Okay.
All right,
Raise my
so,
threat by 2.
All right, so Control N.
I need to remove 1 from Legolas. Ha! Lo and behold, guess what I have in my hand in addition to what I just pulled out?
Gandalf.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put out Blood of Numenor on Boromir for 0.
Okay.
I'm going to play 3 off of Galadriel for Galadrim's Greeting, so I lower... You said you have some threat mitigation?
I do, but if you want to spread the wealth, it's great. But if you want to also just negate by 6, I mean, I can only reduce mine by 3.
I don't know what card you're talking about then.
Elrond's Council.
Oh. Is that a lore card?
It's a spirit.
Oh, it is Spirit. All right, if you have the means to do 3 on your own and I can do 6, then that's frankly better than me just doing 2 for each of us. So I'm going to lower them by 6. And then, oh man, I really that sack card really sucks.
Yep, I'm in the same boat, man. Don't forget you
Yeah.
need to remove Celeborn's.
Yeah, sorry. All right. -2 for Defender of Ravas.
Oh hey, defenders.
Yep.
God damn, that's
All right,
a lot of
my-
defense.
That's my turn.
All right, I'm gonna do something ballsy here. I'm going to take 3 from Mr. Legolas, 1 from Elrond because I'm using it to pay for tactics, which is going to be the Eagrils of Misty Mountain.
Sweet.
And I
Come
have
on.
a crap ton of blue that I can't really use yet.
How much does Elrond's council cost?
None.
Oh.
But I'm hanging on to another blue card that only costs 1.
Okay. All right, Eagles of Misty Mountain. Sweet.
Yeah, so if your vassals go down, I use them.
Nice. Okay. I have a couple, so
So
we'll be
do
good to
I,
go.
surprisingly.
Well, that'll definitely help us with the trolls later.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, do you want to go ahead and scry with a good old Henemarth?
That's what he's there for.
All right.
What does he show us?
It is a Muck Adder.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
All right. So, I'll go in with the Refugee for
We're
2.
looking at a whole 3 threat. And that
Yeah.
places 3. So you're going in for just 2? Okay,
I
because
mean, I can go in for one more.
I can submit Gandalf for 5 because I'm probably gonna play Elrond's Council to drop my threat.
Uh, okay.
So 5 will be enough to cover.
Do you want me to just go in with 1,
Yeah, probably.
or even?
I mean, we want to do barely enough to cover it because
Oh,
again, I can.
we do have this location buffer out here.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's 3, so we can count that into our threat currently if we wanted to.
yeah.
So we're looking at a total of 6 right now.
All right. So there's. Yeah. Why don't you just? Okay. So just go in with Gandalf.
Gandalf, but I'll be playing
Well, I don't
Elrond's
think that
Council on him.
that Gandalf
He
Gandalf
doesn't
does not
commit.
exhaust to commit to the quest.
Correct. But I'm just doing that so I know
okay.
what's being committed.
Okay.
So I'm in for 4 plus 1 because of Elrond's Council, because I have plenty of unique Noldor characters. So
yeah.
Mr. Gandalf is in for 5, and I lower my threat by 3.
All right. So the second encounter card is.
Perfect.
Come on, Octagon. Ooh, nice. Okay. And unfortunately, the only leadership card we have is currently sacked.
Convenient, isn't it? Well, I can pay for them with Elrond, but it's going to take me a while to build it.
Well, you'll see what happens when Grimbeorn comes out. I don't think Elrond's going to be able to do that.
Okay.
Okay, so after you travel to Bee Pastures, search the encounter deck and discard and but we have to travel there first. So let's see. There was
Yeah, let's do our
Fourth
proper
threat.
at.
4 threat. We quested for 6. Bop bop. Legolas will unless you want.
I can
Actually, Legolas is
Asphaleth it,
sacked. So yeah, why don't you Asphaleth it?
and it's done.
Okay, so that's done. We will travel to the Bee Pastures, and now I will search the encounter deck for our Ursine ally. Sorry, Octagon's just taking a while over on my end.
Okay.
Okay, there he is. Shuffle the encounter deck.
Oh, yeah, no, I can't. You're right.
Yeah.
Does not exhaust to defend against trolls. If
Right.
he has 8 or more resource tokens on him, he joins the first player as an ally. Oh, that's cool.
Action, spend 1 resource to place that resource on Grimbeorn the Old.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
just we might have to end up doing this quest without him at this point,
Which
which is possible.
isn't a big deal.
Right.
Okay, so the adder.
Yeah, the adder.
Do you want to take him or do you want me to?
I'll take him on my Defender of Ramas,
Okay.
and then I will smite him with my other people.
I was going to say, because I
Alright.
could take him on Gandalf and smite him with everything in between.
Okay, so no
No
shadow. Doesn't do any damage. And then a bunch of people will swing in and...
Everything that's available on your end.
Okay.
Alright, and before we go any further, going to go ahead and use Elrond and his ring.
I'm going to go ahead and use Galadriel over on my end, okay?
So I'm playing Foehammer. I don't have any weapons, do I? After a hero you control attacks and destroys them. Nope, I can't. So I'm gonna have to do the alternate for this card, which is otherwise move the revealed card to the bottom of your deck. So
Yeah,
how
that's
do
why,
I?
dude, you want to make sure you get that Stargazer.
Yeah, I know. How do I move it to the back, bottom of the card?
I think you can right click.
I don't see. It says shuffle into deck.
I think send to back, all the way on the bottom.
No, that just drops it down. Oh, here we go. Move to, and then bottom of the deck.
Oh, okay.
Problem solved. Cool. I knew there had to be a way.
Okay.
All right, so that's a new turn, and I will add my threat when we refresh.
Okay, and here we go. Control N.
Yikes, that's expensive
Oh
to keep him
yes,
up.
yes.
I can't keep him out much longer because he's getting super expensive.
Okay. Well, help is on the way.
Okay, that's what I needed to hear.
Yeah. Fuck yes.
Man, I am hurting for cards that are blue.
Yeah.
Do I even have any blue heroes in my deck is the next question.
Okay.
I might have to rethink this deck based on that. Might have to put the Galadriel's greeting in there
Yeah.
just to
Totally.
blow through some blues.
Totally.
Or even Northwood Tracker. Or L'Oreal's Guide. Could do that too.
Do you have anything to play this round?
No.
Okay.
I could bring out another Gandalf just by paying for him.
No, now, my friend, I know you're hurting on threat over there, but...
I don't have
Doomed?
that card.
Oh, sorry, it's Power of Orthanc. Doomed to each player may choose and discard a condition attachment from play, aka the sacks.
Sweet.
So you gotta raise your threat by 2. But
I'm cool with it.
yes. Okay.
There we go. Yeah, I discarded.
Alright.
2?
And,
Okay. Hopefully you have more Galadriel's greetings.
I'm gonna pay 1 off of, Boromir to bring out another vassal.
Okay. I'm gonna have to
Alright.
rethink this deck a bit to get more blue out here, because I feel like I have crap tons of blue.
Do you want to go ahead and scry with, Henemarth?
You know it.
Okay. Okay.
What does he find for us today?
He finds for us another Muck Adder.
Okay, so we're looking at a total of 3 threat out there, an additional 2 for the location. So we're looking at a total of 5.
Yeah, the 5 buffer.
I'll commit Gandalf, obviously, for 4. If you just want to commit either your refugee to get a little bit of progress on the B thing, or I can Aswolf past it if we just want to commit your envoy.
I'm fine with just doing the refugee. So we'd be in for, what, 6?
Yep.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Alright, so first card revealed per Henemarth is a Muck Adder, and good goddamn, Octagon is lagging for me. I don't know how it's been for you lately.
I'm not noticing it on my end, but I'm also not also the one clicking and dragging.
Alright, and the second encounter card is...
another location.
Okay. Alright, so 2, 3, 4, 5. Would we quest for 6?
By the looks of it, yes.
Okay, so we'll put 1 progress there. Why don't you go ahead and Asfaloth the Bee Pastures?
Done, just so that we can travel.
Yep, and we will travel to River Langflood over here.
Okay.
All right.
Done and done. Oh man, Asfaloth, you are amazing.
Okay. So, once again, I can take the Adder.
Yep. Do your thing.
Yep, I'm trying to drag it over. Come on.
There we go.
Jesus. All right, Shadow. I will once again defend with the Defender of Ramas.
Yep.
No Shadow.
No Shadow.
And Boromir and the Envoy will take it down.
I was going to say, you probably don't want Legolas to do it.
No, we don't right now. Soon, but not yet.
Yep.
Okay. So
Elrond will do his thing.
Yeah, and you know what, dude? So go ahead and do your Elrond.
Huh.
Alright, well, it does thin out your deck.
Yep.
So I will go ahead and do my Galadriel on you. So go ahead and reduce your threat by 1 and draw a card.
Okay.
Because you're getting up there.
Ha! Great, another Asphalloth.
Well, again, it thins your deck out.
Yep, that's true.
So, okay.
It burns through cards that I would otherwise.
Yeah.
have to
And
deal
now we control 10.